Welcome back, my Jackpack. Okay, so I can actually speak louder so you can hear me now. Because no one's here. But, I need to brush my suit. Okay, so, I'm waiting on my pie to cool off. I'm waiting on my pie to cool off so I can eat my blueberry pie. Because miniature pies are always the best. And so I'm recording a video while I wait on it to cool off because I actually have time to film a video. So yeah, and I have school tomorrow. I don't want school, but I'm excited and I'm nervous at the same time. They're making us have an assembly on the first day of school, even though I'm like, you're making us wear a mask to school, but then you're making us have an assembly on the first day of school. That makes no sense. Why don't you just announce it over the intercoms? Like, what's so important? But, yeah, so I also this video is mainly going to be about how I told my parents that I am a furry. How I basically told them, like, hey, I like to do this as a hobby and I would like you to know that I do this. So about a couple years ago, I told my parents that I was a furry. We were sitting on the couch and I told them, I was like, hey, so I have something I want to tell you. Will you come sit down so I can tell you? And my dad was like, okay, I'll go sit down. And then my mom came over and she sat down. And I said, I am a furry. And they looked at me really confused. Like, they did not know what that meant, nothing. So then my mother was like, okay. And my dad was like, okay. So then I explained what it was. And I gave my explanation and how I like to be in the fandom. Like, what I like to do being in the fandom. And so they were like, oh, okay, and then they were fine with it. Well, the next day, my mom did some researching. You know how that goes when you don't know what to look for. You don't know the majority of the fandom. You only know what you hear from, like, what you see on the first results of an article. Because, let's be honest, things that are pervy sell first. It sells. Pervy stuff sells more. So she found articles about the PG-13 side of the fandom. She found that first. So that was her first impression. She wouldn't allow me to call myself a furry for almost 3 years. And every time I brought it back up, she'd look at me and say, no, you're not. She hated the word furry for the longest time. Hated it. If I even used that term to describe myself, I would get told, no, I can't use that. I can't speak about it, nothing. I wasn't allowed to talk about it at all. So then a couple years go by and I say, hey, I want to make my own suit. If I pay for it and I make it, can I do it? She was kind of a little bit hesitant at first, and then she was like, okay, if you pay for it, I'll help you get the supplies and we can make it. Because I'm generally an artistic kid in general, as you can see from my walls. I'm generally artistic, so I like making things. I like hands-on making stuff. Like, I love doing that. So she was like, okay, you're artistic, you can take a try at it and see how you like it. So I saved up the money to get all the stuff and do it, and then I went to go order a part from Etsy. I went to go order this tongue and these teeth. And so this fursuit maker, Spacey Cat Creations, y'all should go check them out. They're actually really cool. Mom got into a conversation with them. She got into this really big conversation with them about furries, like about the fandom and everything. And they explained it so well to Mom and made her understand, because they are an adult. They do this for a living. Mom understood so much after that Mom is okay with me calling myself a furry. She is okay seeing the fandom. My mother is going to a convention with me on her birthday next year because she understands so much now. She's having me make her a pair of ears and tail. Y'all see that soon when we get to order the fur. We still have to make a design, but Mom understands it so much now, and she's proud of me making this suit. She is proud of me for making this suit and for me being in the fandom because of how creative it is. It took several years for her to understand it, but when she did, it felt glorious. Like, I'm so proud of my mother for understanding. Like, she may not understand all of it, but she accepts it now. Like, she accepts it, and I'm so proud of her and thankful for it. My dad, he could care less, but my mother, she has learned and grown, like, so much from it, and it's just amazing seeing how she reacts to it now. She's excited to go to the convention. It's on her birthday next year. And I'm so excited to go with her because she's just going to be a crazy ride. And I'm so excited for her to get to experience this with herself too, because she's going to love it. I know she is. I know how she is. She's going to love it. I just know she will. And I'm just so proud of her, and I'm so thankful of her for understanding, because I get to do everything I love. I get to make suits. All I have to do is provide my own money for it. I can make suits. I'm allowed to make art. My walls are painted. My closet doors are painted. Like, almost all my clothes have paint stains on them. I have art all over the wall. I've painted guitars, everything. I am allowed to do what I want to be able to express myself, and I couldn't be any more thankful for that, because there's so many kids who don't get to express themselves and get beat down because they're expressing themselves, and I don't feel like that's how it should be. Like, I don't think that's how that should be, because if a kid is not able to express themselves, they're never gonna know who they are, because they're not gonna be able to even get their feelings out to even know what they are feeling. Like, I'm so thankful for my parents, for how they are, because they accept this now, and they accept that it's a part of me, and I get to be who I want to be. So that's just a thank you. That's just a thank you so much. And to you who don't get to express yourselves and don't get to show this creative side of yourself, I say to you, this channel will always have a safe side. Will always be safe for any of you. I don't care how weird you are, what color you are, who you are, what ethnicity you are. I said that wrong. Where are you from, who you are, how you feel. You are you, and I love you. I don't care if your parents think that you are not enough, that you are a disappointment, or anything. I don't care if they think that about you. I will never think that about you. This is a safe place. You can stay here. Heck, I will become your father and your mother figure. I do not care. I will become your safe spot. I will try to help every single one of you, and this channel is always a safe place. If you need to talk, email me. If you need to just say hello for a day and just be able to talk to somebody for a little while, I'll be there. I may not answer straight away, but I'm still going to be there for you. Okay? So I love all of you. I love you all. I love you so much. Even if you think you've lost all hope, know that there is a safe spot here. And I love you. And as long as at least one person loves you, there is still a reason to stay. So with that being said, I know this was kind of a rant and also a thank you at the same time, but I just want you to know you are loved on this channel, and you are accepted for whoever you are. I don't care your sexuality. The color of your skin does not matter to me. Heck, your skin could be dyed rainbow and you could be pansexual. I would still love you. You are you, and I love that you are you. Each and every one of you are unique. There's no normal if everybody's unique. So don't ever let anybody tell you that you are not normal. Weird is good, and there is no normal. So come here and be a part of my pack. Become accepted and become loved. I love you.